Hello friends, welcome to Commodity Funda. I am Sunandh Subramaniam here, Senior Research Analyst from Choice Equity Broking, and we are coming back with Commodity Funda after the 4 months period gap due to the second wave. And today the commodity which I'll be talking about is on cotton. हिंदी में हम इसे कहते हैं कपास, और ये हमारे इंडिया में काफ़ी अच्छा तरीके से ट्रेडिंग होता है M6 मार्केट्स में, और इसका काफ़ी अच्छा डिमांड है हमारे टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर्स में भी, जो भी इक्विटी स्टॉक्स में भी ट्रेडिंग करते हैं। तो इससे नज़र देखते हुए मैंने सोचा कि आज जो पहला कमोडिटी मैं कवर करूंगा वो है कॉटन में। और एक और ख़ास फैक्टर है कि कॉटन जो है हमारे इंडिया में कई जगहों पे कई स्टेटों में भी ग्रो हुआ किया जाता है, और उसके साथ साथ अभी जो मानसून सीजन चल रहा है उसमें भी कई जगहों पे सोइंग चालू हो चुकी है हमारे इंडिया में। तो मानसून के रिपोर्ट्स के अकॉर्डिंगली भी कॉटन का भी जो प्राइसेस का मूवमेंट है वो भी हमें देखने को मिल सकता है। तो ये सब चीज़ें पे नज़र रखते हुए मैंने सोचा था इस बार कॉटन पर ही फोकस करूँ। टू टॉक मोर अबाउट कॉटन ऑल्सो, कॉटन इज ऑल्सो ट्रेडिंग एट द लाइफ टाइम हाई लेवल्स. If you are currently watching the prices of cotton M6 July contract, the prices are almost trading around at 25,800 levels, and in the August contract you may also find that the prices are trading almost around 26,000 levels. So this is a clear indication that the prices of cotton are going up. And before I talk about why the cotton prices are going up, I would like to give you certain highlights regarding what is happening in the cotton scenario in India as well as in the global markets. When we talk about the global markets, we always look upon United States, and United States is also one of the top producing cotton in the world. So cotton is also not only produced in India, but it also produced in United States. Along with United States, we have other nations such as China, which also produces cotton. So let's move ahead with the next slide, where we will be talking about cotton. And to talk about first, I took this data of US cotton scenario, and this data has majorly come from WASDE monthly report. WASDE monthly report majorly is released on a month-on-month basis, and this data majorly covers on the global commodity scenario, majorly covering on cotton, soybean, wheat, and other commodities such as sugar and corn. So taking all these factors, I thought of covering on US cotton scenario over here. And to talk about the US cotton scenario, I'll just move this side so that everyone can see. And this is the data that is available. Over here we have covered the data for area, which is the planted and harvested area. Looking at the harvested area compared to the year 2019-20, it has shown a decline over the years, and the recent projections, however, has shown a great incline. If you look at the data, earlier in the month of June, when the data had come, it has shown a decline to 9.63, although it has shown an improvement from the last year, but it is still lower compared to the previous year. So to take about that, in the July projection, it has shown an incline. This is a clear indication that the cotton scenario in the United States is showing an improvement, as the lockdown situation in the United States has eased, and the vaccination process is very high. So due to this factor, the domestic activities has shown a very good incline, and that is why the cotton production has shown an incline. To give you certain more highlights, the beginning stocks over here, the beginning stocks is currently trading around at 3.15 levels, and the data, which is also a clear factor, that's showing that the cotton data over the month-on-month basis has shown a similar trend. So that is one of the clear factors. Key, the demand and consumption is also clear factor over here. So to talk about the production numbers on a month-on-month basis has shown an incline. As I mentioned earlier, with the increase in harvesting area, the production numbers has shown an incline, which is also a positive factor. Another key factor why production is rising is that the yield factor in the United States is very good. So we talk about the yield factors over here. Although it has been remained similar, but then there is some decline in the month of July. This could be due to some extreme weather condition in United States. So based on the month-on-month data by the US CPC, it is showing that the United States, which is currently at the summer season where the harvesting is taking place, over there is some changes in weather condition as well. Some regions of United States, majorly the northern parts, are witnessing cooler temperatures, while the southern parts of United States are witnessing warmer temperature. Due to this extreme weather condition, there has been some decline in yield, but then the overall forecast when it comes to the harvesting data and the production numbers are good. Now you would be wondering, when the production numbers are good and harvesting area has been increasing, why the numbers are expected to, or the prices are expected to rise. Now here comes the catch. The reason is that the harvesting, although harvesting has started to begin in the cotton scenario, but the real harvesting will begin in the coming months, that is in the month of August, September. So the new arrivals in their markets will actually begin from the month of September, just like similar to India, where the harvesting season will begin in the month of October. So that is the reason why the progressive numbers is showing an incline, but the prices are not reflected because there is a excessive demand as compared to the supplies. Now to talk about a little bit on the demand side and export scenario, I would like to give you more highlights is that the export total has shown an incline. Over the years, if you see, it is 15.51 and the data is from million, 480 pounds per bales. Now what is bale? Cotton is actually weighed according to bales. One bale of cotton is around 170 kgs. So when it comes to in India, we also, the price quotation which you see in MCX cotton futures, it is also per bale. So per bale is around 170 kgs, while other agro commodities are majorly weighed on per quintal. 1 quintal is 100 kgs. So you will see other commodities which are listed in MCX and NCDX are weighed according quintal basis, while in the case of cotton, it is weighed on per bale basis. So per bale is 170 kgs. So to move ahead, the export scenario is also rising and it is also forecasted to rise on a month-on-month basis. So this is a clear reason why the global cotton prices are expected to rise when it comes to the global markets. Lastly, coming to the point is ending stocks. I have given a highlight regarding the ending stocks over here also. Ending stocks, if you look at the year-on-year basis, it has shown a significant decline. So there is a significant decline, and in the month of June, it has again shown a decline. But in the July forecast, it is expected to show some rise. Maybe there are some changes which is happening in the domestic US market. Maybe that could be regarding the domestic usage, which may show a slowdown, because there are still worries that the COVID-19 situation or like the third wave situation in India is coming up. So there is some amount of uncertainties, because of which the usage may get disturbed, and because of the disturbance in the usage, we may see some incline in ending stocks. So that is why there has been some incline in ending stocks, but then if you compare on a year-on-year basis, it is still on the lower band. So that is why this is the scenario in the United States so far, and the US cotton scenario is expected to rise in the coming weeks ahead. So based on these factors, I'll give you some more highlights regarding what is the cotton scenario in India. Moving ahead, I have covered this data, and the data I've received from CCI, Cotton Corporation of India. So this is one of the corporations who actually give a data, and the data which I have collected of the last 5 years over here, and this is the area in lakh hectares, production in bales. Bales I've already given a description, and yield per kg per hectare. So based on these factors, if you look at the last 5 years scenario, the production has been steadily rising over here, but then there has been a fall in the year 2020-21. That is during the time of pandemic season. Now we are in 2021-22. So far there has been no production area data, total area data that has been declared, but I will give you certain highlights regarding what is happening in the current scenario. In the current scenario, based on the progressive data which has been received by the Government of India and certain government agencies at the state level, the all India acreage scenario of cotton is currently lower by 17% based on the last week data, that is ending on 15th of July or even earlier to that. Now you'd be wondering why this scenario is happening. Monsoon so far, initially it had shown a good progress, but then on last 2-3 weeks we have seen a pause, a slowdown, not only in particular central regions of India or in the southern part, but it has taken a pause in the last couple of weeks, which has added worries in the domestic markets. So that is why the cotton scenario has also taken a slowdown pace in various states. I will give you recent highlights I have received from Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, Marathwada regions also the cotton acreage has shown a decline, and we are expecting that the cotton acreage to show a decline approximately by 10%. Why? Because traditional farmers over there are likely to switch to other crops such as soybean, which is also fetching a high amount of prices at this point of the year. So that is why cotton acreage is expected to decline in the state of Maharashtra. In the case of northern India, due to delayed monsoon, the acreage of cotton has also shown a decline by approximately 5 to 10%. Only in the case of Gujarat, we are expecting a rise of 10% in the acreage of cotton. That is majorly due to it is fetching higher prices in cotton, and Gujarat being one of the top producing states of cotton, it is expected farmers are likely to switch from other crops such as castor seed and guar to cotton. So that is why from castor seed to guar is because castor seed and guar, the prices are relatively lower as compared to cotton, which is currently trading at the all-time high prices. So that is why the farmers are switching from these two commodities to cotton. So that is the case only in Gujarat state. So Gujarat is the only state where expected to cotton production is expected to rise. In the case of Telangana, the cotton production and cotton is sowing acreage may be similar compared to the last year. But then if you compare the overall Indian scenario, counting the southern states, central states and the northern states of India, the overall sowing status is around 17% lower on a week-on-week basis. So this is a clear factor why the M6 cotton futures is expected to rise in the coming weeks ahead. I'll give you one more recent highlights is that why the cotton prices is also rising is that exports from India, especially from the textile sectors, has shown a significant incline on a month-on-month basis and on a year-on-year basis. Compared to the last year, which was in the peak lockdown situation at this point of the year, the lockdown situation has been relatively easier after the second wave, and the export scenario from India has shown a significant incline. So because of this significant incline, the prices of cotton has shown a huge jump from last year to this year. So that is why you would see the prices which was trading around 21 to 22,000 levels has come up to 25 to 26,000 levels. So that is the key reason why the exports are rising. Recently, India has also signed an MOU with Bangladesh to export around 10 lakh bales on an annual basis. So this is one of the supporting factor why exports is also expected to rise in the coming weeks ahead. Moreover, along with exports to Bangladesh, exports are also taking place from India to China, Indonesia and Vietnam. So these are the key states where the exports in India is currently taking place and is expected to rise in the coming weeks ahead. Now I have one more thing to tell you. When it comes to the harvesting season, we are still not in the harvesting season, we are still in the sowing phase, and from August month we would be having the yield phase. So currently the July contract is trading a little bit higher, that is around 25,700 to 900 levels, while in the August contract which is trading out 26,000 levels. If you move to the next contract, that is the harvesting month contract, that is in the month of October, it is currently trading at the lower levels. Now you would be wondering why that it is trading at the lower level. Because in the month of October we will be having the harvesting season of cotton, and at that point of time, in the initial phase, based on the sentimental factors, the farmers and the traders in the local markets are expecting good cotton harvesting at that point of time. So based on these factors, there is a contango in this current month futures to the next month futures, and there is a backwardation when we talk about the third month futures. So that is why you will find a price variation between the July and August month contract as well as on the next month contract, that is in October month. So taking these factors into consideration, we are bullish for cotton futures, M6 cotton futures for the coming week ahead as well as for the month ahead. So now coming to the outlook part. Now since I have talked so much about the bullish factors based on the domestic usage and export factors, now what would be the outlook factor, which is the best buying level? I would like to give you that highlight. The best buying level in M6 cotton futures, and this is for July contract. Currently the prices are trading around at 25,700 levels, but I wouldn't recommend you buying at that level. I would recommend you to wait for some corrections or buying at dips around 25,550 levels, or you may buy it at 25,600 levels. One can maintain a stop loss around at 25,150 levels, which is a good stop loss level for the upside target of 26,500 levels. If currently the prices are all trading at all-time high prices, and I'm expecting that the prices to move up to 26,500 levels. This is for the coming week ahead when it comes to M6 July contract. If anyone wants to trade in August contract, they can just change the levels, that they could buy at 25,750 levels, which is currently trading around 200 rupees higher. He can keep a stop loss around at 25,550 levels in August futures, and for the upside target of 27,000 levels. So you can go for August futures contract as well, and you can sit for a positional basis which has good amount of volumes and open interest. So taking all these factors into consideration, I have given you an outlook on M6 cotton futures for this week. Do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week ahead.